So here I've uploaded a white paper I wrote on learning communities. I can upload pictures. So here's a picture of miniature orchids that I like, and people can see that. And you can also create a 1-minute video. So let's delete this video, and I'm going to get ready for my close-up. Here we go. And so what I like to do is I stare in the camera and keep my finger here. By the way, setting up your camera the first time, hit the right mouse button. You'll get the flash settings. Go to Settings, and on the Settings page, you'll be able to go in and do all your settings. It's pretty self-explanatory when you do that. But once that's done, you then record. Hi, my name's Mark Sylvester. I'm the CEO of Intro Networks, and we're the ones who created the NSTA communities. We're here to help you get the most out of your networking connection. So if you have any questions, you can either hit the Contact Us button at the bottom, the Help button, and read for yourself, or send me a message, and I'll be able to help you myself. Make sure you check out the forums and the resources as well. There's a lot of really great information there. Bye-bye. So now when people see my card, they're going to be able to see that. So when you're done with it, oh, I love my opening shot with a big mouth. Great. So now when you're done with that, should take you no more than 5 to 7 minutes. You say, show my connections. Now I do want to point out that if you want to make any changes on that, what you'll do is over here under the dashboard, that's what you saw when you came in. See where it says My Profile? You can click My Profile at any time to get back to it very quickly. So now let's go to my connections. So now here I'm at the center of my own universe. There I am. And I can see pins arranged around me. Now remember I told you based on order of importance would be where pins were placed. So if I see a pin over here in the orange area, I can see that, well, what it tells me is this is the most important thing to that person based on the weight of the words, not the number of words that they have in common. But if I look at someone real close here, here's Eric, and I bring up Eric's, this is called the intro card. I can see everything that Eric picked, so now I've got a really good sense of him. And Eric, I don't know if you're on the call or not. No, I don't see you on the call. But I can see in color what we have in common. This is right here I've learned more than in like 3 dinner conversations I might have with him. Now, Eric says, talk to me about inquiry. That might be a buzzword for you guys. I understand what it means, but I'm not sure why he said that. Good beer, I know that, and networking. So now look at all the things I have to talk to Eric about. Now, in addition, I can go and get some contact information about him. I see where he lives. There's his email address. Here's his blog, his wiki, etc. Here's the groups that he's in. Oh, great, he's in the physics group. And then I can read his answers to the questions. So now, before I even reach out to Eric, I've learned quite a bit about him. Now, I'm going to go select a pin here and show you, because we know Howard, and Howard and I have actually learned that we have, there's lots of things we have in common, and we've already had several conversations, and I don't know what an anterior cervical dissectotomy with fusion is, Howard, it sounds like a private problem that we'll talk about later. But we'll show you now, again, you learn, look at how much you learn. And movies, again, another thing, I'm on the board of the film festival here, so Howard and I could probably have a long talk about movies. But how would I actually...
Santa Barbara as we speak, Mark.
There. So now, how would I initiate a conversation with Howard? Well, I come down right here. It says send message. So now what that does, it brings me into the message center. Notice that over here that is opened up. I can have my contacts, my buddies, my friends, whatever you want to call them. I can save them there. By the way, you can blacklist people if you don't want to hear from them. But I can come in here and say, let's talk movies. And I say, I met Leonard Maltin at the film festival.
And Mark, while you do that, I'm going to jump in with a question here. There's a question about privacy issues. The profiles, can they be changed as to who can view your profile? In other words, like Facebook public just within your connections or some other hierarchy of that?
So only people that are members, this is a closed community, so only people in this site can see your information. If there's information you don't want people to see, just take it out of your profile. So we don't have a notion of my friends and other people. Our idea is that because you're a member of the association and it's an opt-in only, you should choose what information you want to share. So if you're uncomfortable with your email or your phone number hanging out there, just erase them from the profile, and that would not be a problem. So now I'm going to send this message to Howard. In fact, I might want to send audio. Howard, we've got to talk about the film festival and all kinds of films. We could probably talk for days about that. Give me a call. Bye. Now, I could also, remember I showed you how I had a photo or a file uploaded. I could actually attach those in an email and send that to Howard. Now, what happened right then was Howard was sent a message to his email, which may or may not be visible. In this case, it was visible, and he got a notification that there's a message waiting for him. You can adjust your settings on how you get those messages here on the My Settings page, and you will also have be able to keep track of all of your sent messages. So here's the message, here's the little video that I played, here's the image I sent him. So you keep track of all of that. So let's go back to the main pin view. So now I see all of these people, but you know, I don't really want to hover all of these names over all of these. We're going to have thousands of people in here. I may want to look at them in a more traditional, what we call the list view. So I'm going to click on the list view. By the way, reminder again, put in your picture. Really helps people quite a bit on a social network. And we also, and by the way, these are all sortable, so as you click, you can sort these, and down here you can just page through all of the names. Now, in addition to list view, we have something called map view. So map view is a traditional Google map, and so you can get in and find a specific area. So if you live in a particular area, you can see who else is in your state or your city very, very quickly. This was something we just added at the last minute, and I think that'll be quite helpful in helping you to network with people. So let's go back to pin view and talk about Smart Start very quickly. Smart Start is really the power in how do you find information quickly. So if I'm looking for all the biology teachers, I could select biology, and I'm going to see I've got 18 biology teachers where the word was biology. Now I can add to that. So how many biology teachers say that they value collaboration? So now we'll apply that. Okay, we lost 5. That's interesting. Now I might want to just save that search so I could come back to that, and I'll say collaborative bio teachers. You see where I'm going with this. I can have as many searches as I want because I have my saved searches over here. So I have one search which show me all the new people today. Here's one, all the collaborative biology teachers. Now I might reset that and do another search where in addition to tags, I can search any of the fields. So I could look for all the people named Steve. Let's see if there's anybody named Steve in the system. There isn't. But, you know, it might be, hey, I met that guy named Steve. I didn't get his business card. So let me see if I can find him in the system. That's an example. But let's say you want to do something a little more interesting, similar to iTunes where you can add search criteria. Here I can select on any of, so if I want to show me all of the people who say feeling isolated is the biggest professional challenge, we'll see, okay, there's actually 5 people that say that. So that might be something that you share with them, and you want to use that as a criteria by which to have a conversation. So I won't go into all of that, but there is absolutely no limit to the number of criteria. And what I do, just so you know, is I add criteria in search and see search, add, because you will get to a point where you get no results. your community is going to be in the tens of thousands of people, so you're going to find results in each case, which will be very, very helpful.